Hi, I'm Wendy Garpo, and I've been a member of this church since 2008 when my daughters Sophie and Avery were babies. I'm currently serving on the Board of Christian Education, and over the past few years, I've often enjoyed helping the Board of Benevolence serve Sunday dinner at Father Bill's in Mainspring Homeless Shelter. Of course, that was before the pandemic started, when volunteers could still go into the shelter and serve. The pandemic has been especially cruel to the homeless population. Unhoused people are physically incapable of following the most basic recommendation for fighting the virus, to stay at home. They're already among the most sick. Living on the streets takes an extreme toll on your health and prematurely ages your body. One in three shelter residents are testing positive for the virus, and they're much more likely to be hospitalized or die from the illness. So Father Bill's in Mainspring asked us to help by donating bag lunches to feed the residents. I was honored when Betsy Disharoon asked me to help with this project. Homelessness is an issue that's very close to my heart because my cousin Joe lived on the streets of New York City. I remember Joe for his outgoing personality and his love of nature. He had a beautiful family and home, multiple degrees, and a very successful business. But after a series of unfortunate events, Joe lost all of that, and he was too proud to accept help from those who loved him. After a few years, Joe died on the streets. He was about the age that I am now. I've often wondered if Joe would be with us here today, if an organization like Father Bill's gave him a hand when he needed it. We all need a helping hand at some point in our lives. Homelessness can happen to any of us. So now, more than ever, let's remember that we're all in this together and look out for those who are the most vulnerable.
So when the pandemic hit, we had to make the decision to cancel our in-person volunteer activities. And what that meant most significantly is that our volunteers who usually come in and serve meals to our guests, they provide, prepare, and serve the meals, those activities had to cease. We really had to shift on a dime how we were operating a lot of our pretty significant operations like our kitchens and our meal service, and to know that First Congregational of Milton just really kind of stepped in and didn't bat an eye and figured out a way to make it work. It's been incredible to see that and to see that response. And again, knowing that people are in their own personal situations that might be more challenging and difficult at this time for folks to really still keep in mind those who just have no resources at all, and to make sure that those people are still cared for, they're still feeling connected to the community in that way. It's been inspiring. It's really helped us to make sure that we can continue providing that high level, high quality service, and that we can just keep our doors open for as long as people need us.
When asked how to cope with pandemic stress, some spiritual leaders recommend to keep the faith and pray with your feet. This phrase was made famous by Martin Luther King's 1965 march in Alabama, and it means to put your faith into action through service, unity, and compassion. I hope you'll join us in this Brown Bag Lunch Project and pray with your feet for our unhoused neighbors. Please consider giving a financial contribution for groceries or help assemble and deliver the lunches. With your help, we'll reach our goal of 4,000 lunches by Labor Day. Thank you.